Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 66 of Warframe Wednesdays. I'm your host with the most, as always, Francois878, and today's controversial topic is the recent Volt rework. Not even a rework, it's more of just minor tweaks. It's like a 0.5, really. I honestly think, if you want the too long didn't watch of this, I think that we're headed in the right direction, generally, with Volt. But we're still not there yet. We're still not... Volt is not strong enough. When I compare Volt to Excalibur, another starter frame, I think Volt feels significantly less powerful than Excalibur. It's significantly less fun versus Excalibur. But we're going to go through the changes that have happened real quick. The Electric Shield ability, Volt's third ability, got lots of really good buffs. Not really lots, just two really great buffs. They finally got rid of the 5 energy per second passive drain when you actually pick up the shield, and they also changed the energy per meter from 1 energy per meter to 1 energy for every 4 meters. So between those two changes, picking up your shield is actually like viable now. It's actually worth doing. Before, unless I had to move my shield like a few feet and I wasn't really gonna have it equipped for very long, I never picked up my electric shield. It just isn't worth it. The return for picking it up, it's too much. It's just too much. But these changes really are going to diversify how you play Volt, especially with Electric Shield, which is nice. I think Electric Shield is probably his most powerful ability, and it's nice that we get to see a little bit more play with that. The Discharge Changes were good but also disappointing. They increased the base damage per second from 450 to 750. It is now castable in the air, woohoo, and they gave the coils, the crowd control effect of Discharge, a minimum duration of 4 seconds, so that people can vary their builds a little bit, and they're not necessarily stuck in certain builds. It's an alright change. Now, DE had also thrown around the idea of taking off Volt's damage cap, and they actually announced between updates 22.5 and 22.6 that they were going to remove the damage cap. But then, when 22.6 hit, it didn't happen. They threw out a very short clip in what looked to be the Kuva Fortress, with Volt basically killing a couple of undescript guys, and that's it. It's literally like a 7-second clip with no other context. I think that Discharge still doesn't feel very powerful, especially when you compare it to Excalibur's ult, how powerful that ability makes you feel and how badass it is. Volt's just doesn't feel like he needs an entirely new ability. I know that's not in the cards right now for Volt, but I would like something that's maybe a little bit more interactive as opposed to just tapping 4 and watching the bubble expand and all of the enemies get CC'd and shocked. I just think that for a starter frame, for one of the 3 frames that represents the beginning of someone's journey in this game, their abilities need to be just more fun. Especially when he has shock and speed, which are already not super impressive. I mean, speed is you literally turn into Sonic the Hedgehog. There's nothing really cool about that. Is it useful? Yes, absolutely. For intermediate and veteran players. If I'm starting off, going fast is not as cool as abilities on the other two starter frames. That being said, I think Discharge is getting there. I think DE needs to reevaluate the damage cap and at the very least increase it, if not, you know, get rid of it, or at least give us reasons as to why they won't. But thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think of the volt changes down below. Until next time, I'm your host of the most.